All right, Angelica here giving me the thumbs up here, so that means we are live here at the Student Activity Center here, Stevens Point, Pacelli. They will be hosting here in CW South Conference action here against the Eagles here of Almond-Bancroft. We'll start with the Almond-Bancroft Eagles. They are 6-11 overall, 2-7 in that conference. Conference-wise, Pacelli, the two-game lead in conference here. They are 7-0 in conference play. Tri-County, they are 5-2 in conference. Rosholt 4-4. Pittsville 4-4 in conference play. Wildcats of Wild Rose, they are 3-4 in conference play. Port Edwards 2-6 in conference. And Almond-Bancroft here sitting at 2-7 in conference play. But conference far from over because Pacelli will have a home and away series next week, Monday. And they will host the Tri-County Penguins here on Monday night. And then they will be at Tri-County next Thursday. So that has the potential to be very big in terms of the conference here, because certainly have not wrapped the conference up, but a win tonight and you get just that much closer to a conference championship. But certainly, I'm sure you ask any of the coaches and playing group, certainly don't want to get too far ahead of yourselves here. These two teams last met over in Almond-Bancroft back on December 19th. Pacelli victorious in that one by a score of 49-32. Want to give thanks here tonight for our pregame show brought to you in part by Auto Select. They are Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. They have complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you are good to go. So Pacelli, they were back in action, had that nail-biter, that Crew Rebholz jumper to seal the 2-point victory on Tuesday night out in Rosholt, a 53-51 victory over against a very, very good up-and-coming Rosholt squad, the Hornets over there. So Crew Rebholz, of course, was able to knock that one down with about 1.3 left on the clock, and ultimately that led to the Cardinals' victory. They will be back, as we mentioned here, back in action. Couple games next week with Tri-County, and again, those will be big games because Tri-County right now 5-2 in conference play. We will get our starting lineups. We'll get our national anthem. Again, tonight's pregame brought to you in part by Auto Select, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services. They have locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. Get a chance to go talk to Doug Noskowiak down there. Such a big sort of champion of high school athletics and supporter of Zaleski Sports, so many of our game day sponsors, of course. But again, that's our pregame from Auto Select. We will take a brief pause. We will get our national anthem. We'll get our starting lineups here for both squads here in just a few moments here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part tonight from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Lessons are best learned when the proper respect is given to everyone. Please let your good sportsmanship show during tonight's game. Pacelli, Almond-Bancroft, and the WIAA, thank you for your cooperation. We now ask all to please stand. Lord, we ask your guidance and blessings on tonight's game, the players, coaching staffs, officials, and fans. Help us to be humble in victory, gracious in defeat, and remember that all of our abilities are a gift from you. And when the game is done, grant safe travel home to all. In your name, amen. We now ask you to please remain standing, and to honor America and those defending our freedom, please remove your hat and place your hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, we are back here. We are going to get our starting lineups here. We'll start here with the visiting Eagles here of Almond-Bancroft, head coach by Werner Gross. Caden Hagnes, the 6'2 senior. Carson Garner, the 6'2 junior, number 5. Cole Hitkowski, the freshman, number 10 here, 5'10". Emmett Stiles, the senior, number 22. And then Davis Dernbach, number 23, the senior. Again, head coach by Werner Gross, a longtime coach. Not necessarily here for Almond-Bancroft, but he's been coaching for a long time. Very, very much knows the ropes of coaching here. Jaden Garski, the junior here, number 4. Jake Williams, who had that big night over in Rochelle, number 12, the junior. And Harrison Vogel, number 22, the junior here. And Bryce Flaker, another junior here, number 24. And Crew Rebholz, who had that, basically that game-winning shot down in Rochelle last Tuesday night with just about a tick and a half left on that scoreboard, that Masonville Dairy scoreboard that ultimately was the difference in Tuesday night's very... what I would describe as a very exciting game, conference game on Tuesday night against a very, as we mentioned, up-and-coming Rochelle team, head coach there by Coach McGahee, who is really, as Coach Shirk, when we had a chance to talk to him in our Zaleski Sports Highlight segment after that game, that's a team that certainly is on the in the rise here, certainly not only in the CWC South, but just in Division 5 alone here. So we are set to tip things off here. Rebholz to jump along with Garner here, the junior, and the Cardinals will win the opening tip here into the front court as Garski. Garski gets it over to Vogel, near side, defended by Hagnes, back over to Williams. Again, Williams had that big first half over in Rochelle, which really was quite the catalyst for this Cardinals squad as they were able to get that, build that lead in the first half. The give over to Garski, takes it in left. That one poked out of there, nearly poked out, I should say. Rebholz back to Williams. Williams, jump shot on the way. That one rattles in and out and rebounded by Cole Hitkowski. Cole, who averages about 7 points a game and about 6 rebounds a game here for Almond-Bancroft, and that one is going to stay right here. We're going to give thanks tonight to the Rock and Roll Cafe. Find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry and service with a smile. Open daily for breakfast and lunch. Only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. Be sure to check them out. You will not regret it. That's certainly not part of the script, but it's my own sentiment. We'll turnaround jumper, that one going to rattle out of there. Flaker comes down with a rebound, and Hagnes nearly able to steal that one. Back to the Cardinals we go. So again, Pacelli, they'll be back here at home Monday night hosting Tri-County at Plainfield. A home and away series back at Tri-County Thursday, and then they'll host Pittsville next Friday, 2 Fridays from now, the 20th. And then they'll be at Port Edwards Thursday, the 26th. So that one no good. Rebounded by Stiles. Gets it into Witkowski here. So Cole, just a freshman. Over to Hagnes, back into Stiles. Stiles defended left side here by Flaker. Step back jumper, that one no good. Poked around, and Vogel comes out of there with it. Back up to Garski in transition to Williams, far side. Nice pass. Flaker unable to finish there, but a good find there for Williams. So scoreless here with about 2 minutes gone by here in this CWC South Conference action here. Very nice crowd on hand, I have to say. That one going to be turned over by way of travel. Of course, Friday night conference basketball. You have at the youth basketball, the Hoyas night, I believe, here. So a lot of future youth basketball players here in attendance here. So again, pretty nice crowd out here, and certainly Almond-Bancroft travels very well as well. So Rebholz into the front court, swings it on over to Garski near side. Jumper on the way, that one no good. Rebounded by Hagnes. And up to Witkowski we go. So still scoreless here with about 2.5 minutes gone by off our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard out here. And Rebholz able to come out of there with a steal. He'll go up with it, looking to maybe try to throw it down. He will draw the foul though, and I think they're going to get Garner on that one. That'll be the first personal first team foul here. So Rebholz at the Serpro free throw line. You can call Serpro for the #1 choice and clean up and restoration Serpro like it never happened. So Rebholz good on his first. At that infamous Serpro free throw line, he'll get a second here. Will Krug, and Krug comes in averaging about around 7 or so a game by stats. I don't know if those necessarily included the game from Tuesday night or not, but Rebholz good on both of those. So 2-0 here, our early lead here for the Cardinals. Again, as we mentioned in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show, Pacelli, that 17-point victory when these two teams last met almost 2 months ago now already. And Pacelli girls victorious last night over the Almond-Bancroft Eagles. And again, that's another pair of really good teams in that conference. Rebholz 3-ball, that one no good, get a miss long. Vogel trying to track it down, and back to the Eagles we go. Today's game brought to you in part by Blinds and Designs by Kelly Premier Auto Body, Sandon Carpet One, Stevens Point Brewery, Lier's Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. So Stiles in the backcourt gets it across over to Garner there, swings it over, going up with it, and they're going to say an offensive foul. That's going to go against Davis Dernbach. That will be his first. That will be team foul number 2 here for the Eagles here. Kurt Lamb in attendance, it looks like, the legendary longtime head coach for the Eagles of Almond-Bancroft. That name synonymous with Almond-Bancroft, certainly not just basketball, but just about everything else in terms of sports here. Garski, little turnaround jumper, and Garski good on that one. So Pacelli now with a 4-0 lead here. Witkowski into the backcourt along with Stiles, gets it back into the front court. Garner going, able to keep that one under control. Rebholz comes out of there. Williams goes up with it and scored for Jake Williams. And a timeout going to be called here by head coach Warner Gross. We will take a brief pause. 13:53 here to go. Half number 1, Pacelli out front here, 6-0. All right, we are back. I want to give thanks tonight also to Made a Custom Apparel. They specialize in providing quality decorated apparel, including from corporate casual team uniforms and promotional items to sporting goods and awards. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more at madeacustom.com. Again, that is madeacustom.com here. So Pacelli out to the early 6-0 lead with about just over 4 minutes gone by here. Into the front court, that's down into Hagnes, swings it back, and Williams with another steal. And Williams leads the team in steals at over 3 steals a game for this Cardinals squad. Rebholz 3-ball on the way. That one is good for Crew Rebholz. So he can definitely hit that step back 3. Kind of that inside-outside game, and a turnover here for the Eagles here. And you sense the sort of momentum, if you will. Certainly swinging in Pacelli's favor here with that 9-0 lead here. So Garski into the front court here for Pacelli. Gets it over to Williams near side here. Williams over to Flaker, far side, defended there by Stiles. Swings it on over to Williams. Williams step back 3, that one gonna miss short. And Hagnes gonna come out of there with a rebound. So Hagnes, one of the co-leaders in rebounding. He averages about 7 rebounds a game here for the Eagles. Down into Stiles. Stiles turnaround, he is going to be fouled. He'll be on the floor here, and I think they're gonna get Vogel on that, I believe. They will. So Stiles will inbound it here. Back up top to Hutkowski again. Cole, just the freshman here. So Stiles jumper, that one no good, and rebounded, put back for Carson Garner. So Garner again, he comes in averaging about 10 a game, 7 rebounds a game as well for Carson. Carson, the junior there, number 5. So 9-2 our score, about 5.5 minutes gone by here in the first half. Garski swings it back over to Flaker, back to Garski. Back up top to Williams. Williams, that 23-point first half on Tuesday night, and that one turned back over. Williams going to go up with it, unable to get that one to go, and Vogel will track the rebound down. We'll get a little bit of a what we call a scrum, I guess, on the floor here. We'll see. And that's going to generate the foul. I think they're going to get Bryce Flaker on that one. Place of Vogel, who exits with those 2 personal fouls. That one down low. And it's Carson Garner, so now he's got 4 in the game. Swings it over to Reimer near side here in the front court, back over to Williams. Williams up top to Garski. Pacelli owns that 5-point lead here. Again, Pacelli features no seniors, so a very junior-heavy team. Pretty young team, if you will. Flaker, that one going to be off the mark here and rebounded there by Tucker Stiles. Hutkowski back over to Davis Dernbach. Dernbach leads the squad here in scoring at about 11 points a game. And that one going to be turned over by the Eagles here. So Pacelli will come back with it. I want to give thanks tonight to Simplicity Credit Union. Simplicity Credit Union brings home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, your business, or your home. Check them out at simplicity.coop today. Again, that is Simplicity Credit Union here. So 10:35 here remaining. Reimer over to Flaker near side. Looking baseline here, going to swing it back out to Reimer. Back over to Williams. Williams, Pacelli showing some pretty formidable patience here on offense. Certainly capable of knocking down the 3. Williams, they're going to get him forward travel, and it's going to go back to the Eagles here. Into Hutkowski into the backcourt. Pacelli applying that backcourt pressure back into the front court. Swings it over to Tucker Stiles. Back to Emmett Stiles. Stiles back up to Hudkowski. Dernbach surveying, looking to try to get baseline on Garski there. Garski does a nice job defensively to cut that off, and looking down in for Hudkowski. A little turnaround, nice check there, and Hudkowski. And a timeout going to be called here. We'll take a brief pause, bring it right back. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoffaver Real Estate Group.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
All right, Angelica Dean giving me the thumbs up here, doing a nice job on her production to bring all the production here to the forefront here. So Hagnes will check back in here for Almond-Bancroft. Cardinals, Williams, Flaker, Rebholz, Reimer, and Garski on the floor now. And for the Eagles, you've got Tucker and Emmett Stiles, Cole Hudkowski, Davis Dernbach, and Caden Hagnes here on the floor. About 9.5 minutes left. Garski, that one's a three if it goes. That one is no good. Hagnes with another rebound, his second of the night. In the front court, Stiles near side, looking in for Dernbach. Dernbach flashing through the lane, unable to get that one to go. Garski comes out of there with a rebound. Back over to Williams. Williams to Flaker, into the baseline down there to Rebholz. Rebholz unable to corral that one in, and it's going to be turned over. That's Emmett Stiles getting the steal there here. And into the front court is Hudkowski. He's got a couple of points here tonight. Carson Garner with 4. Hagnes, that one is good. So Caden Hagnes with 2 points now. So suddenly a 1-point game here. Pacelli with that 9-8 lead here on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here out at the Student Activities Center. Swings it over to Flaker near side, defended there by Hudkowski. Gets it back to Williams, back to Garski, far side over to Rebholz. Bounces it into Reimer, bounces it back over to Rebholz and back up to Garski. So Pacelli and Williams nearly loses a handle on it, but able to stay with it. And he's got 4 in the game now. Rebholz leading all scorers so far with 5, down to Hagnes. Hagnes back over to Emmett Stiles. Stiles going in with it. No good, and another board there. That's Tucker Stiles with a rebound back up top to Hagnes. Into Emmett Stiles, trying to go to work down into the block there. Beg your pardon, into the paint. He'll draw the foul here on the Cardinals. That will be the 3rd team foul here now for Pacelli.
Pacelli foul on number 24, Bryce Flaker. First personal, team foul 3.
Team foul number 3. So Rebholz and Garski check out. Sully Schober checking in for the Cardinals along with Max Nelson. And that one, a good effort there by Hudkowski, and battle for the ball on the floor. And a jump ball going to be the call there. So, again, we talk a little bit about Max Nelson's game and his ability to sort of do those intangible things, diving for loose balls. That's certainly, those types of things don't necessarily show up in the score sheet or the stat sheet, but very important part of the game here. So definitely 7.5 or so to go. Half number 1 gets it into Dernbach. And it looks like they're going to get the foul on Dernbach here. So maybe not. Looks like we'll have a little bloody nose perhaps there for Caden Hagnes. I give thanks tonight to Bruce Orthodontics. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances at Bruce Orthodontics. They're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation here today. So Hagnes, the bloody nose. Emmett Stiles will check back in here for the Eagles. So Schober will inbound it here for Pacelli into the backcourt, over to the Williams, back into the front court here to Nelson. Nelson up top to Schober. Pacelli owns that three-point lead here in this one. Williams to Flaker, back up to Schober. Williams, three, if it goes, that one no good. Reimer came down with that up and transition to Dernbach. He'll go up with it and score it for Davis Dernbach. So now a one-point game here, 11-10 with under 7 minutes to go in half number one here. Gets it into Reimer, baseline, kick out three. Schober, that one in and out. Flaker with a rebound, that one no good. Reimer there to clean things up, and Nolan Reimer with 2 points now. So Pacelli back up to a three-point lead. Hetkowski, kick out three on the way. That one is off the mark. Reimer comes out of there with a rebound. Student section starting to, I guess I shouldn't say starting to. They've been, again, nice crowd out here tonight out at the Student Activities Center. Far side, Schober looking down low into Williams. Back up to Schober, going left. That one poked out of there. Out to Dernbach, unable to corral that one in. He would have had a breakaway layup there. But unable to capitalize on that one, and back to the Cardinals. Here we go. So Williams across the timeline into the front court, bounces it. Nelson looking for Williams. Kick out jumper to Flaker on the way, and Bryce Flaker, his first two of the game here now. Pacelli now with that 5-point lead here, 15-10 your score here. Emmett Stiles into the front court here, back over to Hetkowski there. Hetkowski looking, and Max Nelson again mixing things up there. Comes out of there with a steal, but turned back over, and David Sternbach able to capitalize on that one. So 15-12 now our score. Dernbach with 4 points. Another name that you hear that name, and another name that's very much synonymous with Almond-Bancroft. Of course, head coach Kent Dernbach for the UW-Stevens Point Pointers, doing some just absolutely great things at Point. That's another atmosphere. If you ever get a chance to go down to those UW-Stevens Point men's or women's games, certainly. But Coach Dernbach certainly has that squad doing some great things. Good to definitely see that. Purple and gold here. So under 5 minutes to go here. Pacelli with that 3-point lead. Garski over to Nelson. Nelson looking into Flaker. Flaker down into post there. Going to get it back out to Nelson. Nelson goes right, bounces it into Williams. Williams back up top to Schober. 3-ball on the way. And Selly Schober with a 3. And Schober, one of those guys, he averages about 4.5 points a game, I should say. Another one of those guys that can give you some pretty quality minutes for the Cardinals. Dernbach, 3-ball corner. That one is good. Davis Dernbach now with 7 points to lead all scorers. So a 2-point game here, 17-15, 4:15 here to go. Garski into the front court, into Williams, back over to Flaker. Flaker, that one turned away. And Stiles into traffic. Williams, and they're going to say double dribbled with it. So back to the Eagles we go. I want to give thanks tonight to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Buy 3 and get 1 free tire sale is now on at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. That's buy 3 tires and get 1 free. Find your location at SherrillTire.com. We'll take a brief pause, bring things right back here. 4:05 to go here. You're listening to and watching high school basketball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoffavor Real Estate Group.
Mega Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products.
Back over, that's Dernbach. Goes up with it, and that one nearly blocked, or it was partially blocked anyways, by Flaker. Garski into the front court. He goes in with it, gets it into Nelson, and Nelson finishes things off. And Pacelli now with a 19-15 lead with under 4 minutes to go here, half number one. Hudkowski into the cutting Dernbach, or I beg your pardon, that's Hudkowski on the little give and go between him and Dernbach here, so back to a 2-point game. Garski back to Williams. Williams swings it over to Schober, into Garski, back Williams. And Dernbach nearly poking that one out of there, and that one going to be turned over. Emmett Stiles has the wherewithal to get it to Dernbach, but Williams there kind of snuck up behind him there and trying to get it over to Schober. Things are going to stay right here. 2:48 here to go in this first half. Thus far, a pretty kind of a back and forth game between these two conference teams here. Garski 3-ball on the way, and that's good for Jaden Garski now. 5 points here in the game for Garski, so Pacelli's lead back up to 5 now. Into the front court, that's Stiles back, kick out Tucker. Stiles 3-ball, that one no good, misses long. Williams with a rebound. Williams kicks it out to Garski. Garski 3-ball is good for Jaden Garski. His second triple in about the last 40 seconds or so here. And up to an 8-point lead here. Garski with 8 points now. And 3-ball Tucker Stiles, and that one is good for Tucker Stiles. Left alone, corner 3-ball, good. 25-20 our score. About 2 minutes remaining here in our first half of action here. Looks like both Vogel and Rebholz set to check back in here for Pacelli. Flaker swings it back to Garski, and Garski feeling things. That's 11 points and 3 triples in the course of about 75 seconds here for Jaden. So Pacelli now with their largest lead here, 28-20. Hudkowski into the front court. Stiles with the screen there. Back up to Stiles. Stiles goes right, gets it over to Dernbach. Dernbach working on Nelson, going down to work. Lays that one left a little bit short, and Garski coming out of there with a rebound. It's kind of one of those, like, what can't Jaden Garski do right now? You kind of get into those moments here. Williams 3-ball that one. Good, and Nelson gonna get another pair of hustle points for Nelson. That one goes up with it, and Jake Williams on the 2 here, going to the rack here, looking to complete the and one. He'll go back to that Serpro free throw line to try to complete the and one. That's going to go against Carson Garner. That's going to be his second. Third team foul now here for Almond-Bancroft. Both teams with 3 team fouls here, and Williams here to try to complete the and one from the Serpro free throw line. That one is no good. In and out. Rebounded by the Eagles here. A minute to go here, and Shelley now with a 10-point lead up top to Dernbach. Dernbach back over to Stiles, far side back. That's into Emmett Stiles. That's a 3. That one no good. Williams pulls down the board. Williams kick out 3 to Rebholz. 3-ball that one, rattles in and out. Tucker Stiles with a rebound. So Tucker, the junior here, Emmett, the senior, and Williams, another one of his steals. He'll go up with it and score it. So Williams with the chance for the and one here, and a foul called on the.
Almond-Bancroft foul on number 21, Tucker Stiles. That's his first personal.
That's going to be on Tucker Stiles' first personal foul here. So Williams at the Serpro free throw line here, looking to try to complete the and one here for Jake. So Williams That one in and out, no good. Rebounded. And a foul going to be called. I think they're going to get Williams on that one, and I believe that is the case. That'll be his first personal foul. It's going to be team foul number 4 now, so both teams with 4 fouls apiece. As Emmett Stiles will inbound it here at Almond-Bancroft, this final 20 seconds, you have to think almost inevitably looking to try to trim that to a single-digit lead here and get the last shot of this first half. And Vogel diving for it, and good effort there by Harry, but it will stay here with the Eagles. 8.5 showing on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here. Hutkowski defended by Garski, swings it over to Stiles, back over to Garner there. Garner going in with it. Jumper, that one good if it goes. It is no good. 32-20 our halftime score here. So the Cardinals have that halftime lead here, 32-20. We'll take a brief pause here. We'll go through our first half scoring and get you all caught up on that again. Halftime score 32-20, Pacelli out front here. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at MedaCustom.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile. Call us to set up your free consultation.
Team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
Time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters. Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
At Nicolay Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicolaybank.com. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
All right, we are back here. We are at the half. We're going to run through our halftime scoring here, 32-20. Our halftime score here. We will start here with the Eagles here, the Almond-Bancroft Eagles. First half scoring leader here for them tonight is Davis Dernbach, the senior number 23 with 7 points. And then you get 4 points apiece here for junior Carson Garner, and then 4 points for freshman Cole Hitkowski, and then 3 points for junior Tucker Stiles, and then 2 points first half for Caden Hagnes, the senior number 2. The 20 first half points here. We'll switch things over to the Cardinals here. Stevens Point Pacelli, first half scoring leader here tonight. Jaden Garski with 11 points, including a trio of triples, I should say. And he had that really probably in the course of about 2 minutes or so. So he leads the way with 11 points. Jake Williams with 8 first half points here for the Cardinals. Crew Rebholes with 5 first half points. And then you get 3 points tonight, first half for Sully Schober, 2 points for Max Nelson. And then 2 points for the junior here in Bryce Flaker. And then 2 points for Nolan Reimer. So the 32 team points, although that adds up to 33. I'm going to have to double check that, but somebody on the roster got 1 extra point. There might have been we'll double check that either way, but either way, 32-20 at our at a halftime score here. The Cardinals again back home on Monday night here. We'll have that one on Zaleski Sports. That home and away, Plainfield Tri-County coming to town here Monday, February 9th. Back on the road Thursday at Tri-County. And then they'll be off for just over a week, hosting Pittsville on Friday, February 20th. And then closing it out conference-wise there at Port Edwards on Thursday, February 26th. The Eagles here of Almond-Bancroft, they will be home Monday night, February 9th. They will host Montello, and then they will be home next Thursday, where they will host the Wildcats of Wild Rose. And then they will go on the road next Friday at Faith Christian Academy, Friday the 13th. And then Tuesday the 17th, they will be at Necedah. So again, our halftime score here, about 2.5 minutes or so. The youth Hoyas program, all players being introduced here. Such a nice thing here. But we'll take a brief pause, bring it right back again. We are at the half here. You're listening to and watching high school conference boys action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff-Favor Real Estate Group and only on Zaleski Sports.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
You ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
The Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
All right, we are back here again. We will underway here shortly here again on Zaleski Sports. We'll run through the scoring one more time here, starting again here with the Almond-Bancroft Eagles. First half scoring leader here tonight is Davis Sternbach with 7 points, and then 4 points apiece for both Carson Garner and Cole Hitkowski. 3 points here in the first half for Tucker Stiles, and 2 first half points for Caden Hagness. The 20 team points here for the Eagles here. We'll switch things over. Jaden Garski, the first half scoring leader with 11 points. And then Jake Williams with 8 first half scoring. Crew Rebholes with 5. And then 3 tonight for Sully Schober. 2 for Bryce Flaker, 2 for Nolan Reimer, and 2 for Max Nelson here. So again, 32-20 our halftime score. As we mentioned here tonight in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show, these two teams met over in Almond-Bancroft just about, not quite 2 months ago, I guess, but back on December 19th, where the Cardinals were victorious in that one, 49-32. And Charlie right now atop the CWC South Conference at 7-0, 7-12 overall. Head coach John Shirk here, Division 5, and again, Almond-Bancroft Eagles, Warner Gross for the Eagles here, and we'll take a brief pause. We'll bring it back here in just a few moments here. You are listening to and watching high school boys basketball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight in part from the Hoff-Faber Real Estate Group.
Protect your ride from the elements with Tommy's Express Car Wash. Our top wash, The Works, is engineered with 14 steps to keep your car clean, whatever the weather. The Works includes detox pre-wash, removing the grime right from the start, seal in the shine with ceramic body wax, and defend against the elements with Tommy Guard. And don't forget to complete the clean with our vacuums and mat washers. Sign up now and wash unlimited at Tommy's Express.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
All right, we are back. And just about a minute or so here, we'll get our second half underway here in just a few moments here again on Zaleski Sports. So many games going on throughout the course of our coverage area, and certainly want to give thanks to all of our game day sponsors. We certainly could not do it without any of them, so we are so very gracious for their support to bring all of these games live to you here on Zaleski Sports. A whole host of games on the docket. Make sure to check out the Zaleski Sports website, zaleskisports.com, for an updated listing of all the games on the horizon here. And really, Angelica, hard to believe, but we are already kind of into that, I call it that final stretch here of high school basketball. We really get into kind of the grind in terms of these final regular season games, really both on the girls and the boys side. Before then you get into postseason play. But we are underway here. Crew Rebholes, Jaden Garski, Bryce Flaker, Jake Williams, and Harry Vogel for the Cardinals. And it looks to be the same starting five here. So you've got David Sternbach, Emmett Stiles, Cole Hitkowski, Caden Hagnes, and Carson Garner for the Eagles. Pacelli will start things off here, clinging to that 12-point lead here, 32-20. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Little Scholars Childcare. Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are two beautiful childcare and preschools in Stevens Point, offering early child learning for infants through 4K. You'll find great facility and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. Again, Little Scholars Childcare here. So second half underway. Swings it over to Garski, who's had that hot hand. That one's going to miss short. Hagnes with his, I believe, his fourth rebound or so. Swings it back into Dernbach near side here. Gets it back up to Hagnes. Back over to Stiles. Back into Hitkowski. Far side defended by Garski. Garner back to Dernbach. Stiles looking down low for Hagnes. He'll kick it out. 3-ball corner. That one is good. And Emmett Stiles with the triple here to start things off here. First scoring in the half here. So Emmett now his first points of the ball game here. Back into Rebholes. Bounces it down into Flaker. Flaker, that one no good. Poked out of there to Dernbach. Williams out in transition. Defense, that one no good. And Garner there for the putback. So Carson Garner now with 6 points. And Almond-Bancroft 5 points in about the last minute or so here. So that lead at 7 here, 32-25. Back into Williams in the front court, defended by Dernbach. Goes to Rebholes down low. He's going to draw the foul. He'll go to the Serpro free throw line. Will Crew Rebholes, his second trip to the free throw line, in fact. They're going to get Hagnes on that one. That's going to be his first team foul here for the Eagles. And Rebholes' second trip here to the Serpro free throw line. First one is up and good. Rebholes now with 6 points in the game. Rebholes' second one on the way. That one is good. So he is 4 of 4 here from the Serpro free throw line here tonight. Pacelli now back to a 9-point lead. Hitkowski into the front court over to Stiles. Emmett Stiles, it is. Garner back up top to Dernbach. Slings it to Hitkowski. Hitkowski, nice take. Baseline cut off there nicely. Back to Hagnes. 3-ball on the way. That one going to be long, and that one's going to go back to the Cardinals here. So Williams in the front court here. He'll swing it over to Garski up top. Garski gets it into Williams. 3-ball from the corner. That one left short. Williams able to track the rebound down. Pokes it over to Vogel, and Bryce Flaker for 3. So Pacelli now back to a 12-point advantage here, looking for Hagnes down low. I beg your pardon, that's Gardner. There's Hagnes, swings it into Hudkowski. A little jumper from the corner there, that one is good. So Hudkowski now with 6 points. Just over 7 points a game here for Cole. Williams gets it into Flaker. Long swing back over Garski. 3-ball on the way. That one is no good. Emmett Stiles comes out of there with a rebound. Into the backcourt here for Hudkowski. Cross the timeline. Looking far side into Garner. Garner looking into Emmett Stiles. He'll turn around. Jumper no good. Rebholz comes down with a rebound. Garski out in front to Williams. Looking for Vogel down low. And that one's going to go back to the Eagles here. So I give thanks tonight to Valley Communities Credit Union. For 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured by the NCUA. Hudkowski goes up with it. That one no good. And Garner with the rebound. He'll be fouled. And he will go to the Serb Pro free throw line. They're going to get Rebholz first personal. Team foul number 1 here. Garner, free throw line. That one's going to be short. Garner will get a second here. And that one no good, and Rebholz comes out of there with a rebound. Garski across the timeline here, surveying things here for the Cardinals now with a 10-point advantage. Flaker near side here, looking for Garski. Williams going right with it, and Hagnes going to be called for the reach in there. That's going to be his second personal foul here. Second team foul here for the Eagles here now. Williams gets it back into the backcourt. Garski across the timeline here for Pacelli. Williams into Flaker. Flaker trying to get baseline, able to somehow get that off to Garski. Step out 3, that one is good for Jake Williams. Jake now with 11 points here in this contest. So Kelly now with a 13-point lead. And Hagnes, that one turned over, so back to the Cardinals we go. So again, it was 32-20 at the half here. Been pretty even here in the second half. Pacelli owns at 8-7 lead here in terms of second half scoring. For stat nerds like myself, that one blocked. Back into Garski, looking for Vogel. He'll bounce it back up to Garski. Davis Sternbach with the defense up high, gets it into Vogel. The cutting. Garski, that one left a little bit short. And Hudkowski comes out of there with a board. Emmett Stiles back up to Dernbach now. So Stiles swings it to Dernbach. Dernbach thought about it momentarily. Nice pass down low, and Garner. 8 points now for Carson. So good find there. Nolan Reimer set to check back in here for the Cardinals. Head coach John Shirk pulls that one no good. Hagnes with another board. So Hagnes doing some work on the glass here tonight for the Eagles. And it's Stiles back up to Garner and back into Dernbach here. Hudkowski near side as Hagnes flashing low, high, a little high, low. That one Garski. Some pressure being applied there by both Hagnes and Dernbach. Really lost the handle with Pacelli. Back into Vogel. Vogel looking for Rebholz there in the blocks and turn back over to the Eagles. Emmett Stiles, long three. That one is going to rattle out, no good. And Nolan Reimer will check in here for Harry Vogel. We'll get a timeout on the floor here by Almond-Bancroft. And we'll take a brief pause, bring it right back. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part in the Hoffaber Real Estate Group.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
All right, we are back here at a chance to live look in there at a commercial sponsor there in the Stevens Point Brewery. Of course, they're doing all kinds of great things over there. All kinds of great things, in fact. Looking for Rebholz. He'll bounce it back over to Williams. Williams goes in right with it. Little jumper from the short corner there. That one no good. And Hagnes comes out of there with another rebound here. I think he's probably got about a half dozen or more, just more rebounds here for Caden here. So Dernbach to Hagnes. Defended up high by Reimer. Reimer pokes that one out. Nearly loses the handle on it. Williams able to come out of there with it. He'll go up with it, and he will be fouled, will Jake Williams. That's going to go against Hagnes. That's his third personal, team foul number 3. So Jake Williams at the Serve Pro free throw line for a pair. He's got 11 in the game here tonight. That one is up, and it is good. His third trip to the Serve Pro free throw line. Sully Schober checking in for Crew Rebholz. Williams, that one no good. He's got 12 in the game. Back over to Dernbach. Dernbach. So Tucker Stiles into the game here. You've got Emmett Stiles, Tucker Stiles, Davis Dernbach, Cole Hidkowski, and Carson Garner now for the Eagles. Cardinals with Garski, Reimer, Schober, Flaker, and Williams here. So just nearing that 10-minute mark here. Dernbach going in baseline to his right. He's going to be bottled up there, and they're going to get Nolan Reimer on the foul, it looks like. So that will be his first personal, team foul number 2. So Hudkowski will inbound it. Looking up top to Garner. Nice little down there. Garner now. He's in double digits now with 10. Back to a 10-point lead here for the Cardinals. Reimer bounces it back over to Flaker. A little jumper from that corner. That one no good. Emmett Stiles with the rebound. So Hudkowski into the front court. Looking to go left, then goes right. Little shimmy there, then gets it down into Dernbach. We're going to get a foul on the floor here. That's going to be Reimer. That's going to be his second, team foul number 3. here in this second half. Over to Garner. Garner, long swing pass over to Emmett Stiles. Stiles hands it back off to Hudkowski, swings it over to Dernbach. Garner, step back three. That one is good for Carson Garner. And he has been 9 points here in the second half, 13 in the game here for Carson. And over his per game average, again, averages about 9.5 a game. Williams at three ball. That one is good for Jacob Williams. Williams, his second triple here in the half. 15 now in the game to lead all scorers here. Looking for Tucker. Stiles there, swings it back out. Dernbach three ball. That one is good for Davis Dernbach. He now has double digits with 10. His second triple here tonight. So a 7-point lead. Almond-Bancroft has cut that lead into single digits here. 44-37. Williams, nice pass down over to Garski, swinging it back up to Reimer, back to Williams. Williams, three ball. That one in and out. Schober doing some work down low, and Sully Schober cleaning up the glass here. He's got 5 points here tonight. And back to a 9-point lead here. Hudkowski into the front court over to Emmett Stiles. Stiles bounces it back over to Garner, back to Dernbach. Dernbach. That's Hudkowski. Back into Tucker. Stiles. Dernbach. Pacelli certainly with that 9-point lead. Tucker. Stiles, three ball, that one in and out. Garner comes out of there with a rebound, and Carson Garner gonna go to the line for the Serb Pro free throw line to try to complete the and one. First personal here on Sully Schober. Max Nelson checks in for Jaden Garski, so 46-39. Chance to make it a 6-point game here for Garner. And that one is up, and it is good for Garner. So 46-40 your score again on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here out at the Student Activity Center here in Stevens Point. Nelson back over to Reimer, three ball. That one's going to miss long. Tucker. Stiles gets the rebound up to Hudkowski now. Into the front court, picked up there by Nelson. High over to Dernbach. Dernbach looking down for Tucker. Stiles. And Nolan Reimer comes out of there with a steal. So Nelson across the timeline, back over to Reimer. Reimer, and he will be called for the offensive foul. That is going to be his third personal here for Nolan. So Crew Rebholes will check back in here for the Cardinals. Want to give thanks tonight to Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. So 7:02 here to go in this one. 6-point advantage here for the Cardinals. Applying that light pressure here in the backcourt. Nelson on Hudkowski, and Nelson going to be called for the foul in the backcourt. There is Max. So 16 fouls here, one more, and Shelley will, Almond-Bancroft would be in that single bonus situation. So Dernbach, little head fake, goes up with it. Dernbach takes, and he's going to draw the foul. So Davis Dernbach will go to the line here for the Eagles. That's going to go against Sully Schober. Team foul now number 7. So the single bonus. Dernbach, that one is no good. Emmett Stiles will check back in here for the Eagles. He'll replace Carson Garner. Garner with 16 points here tonight. Dernbach, second of 2 on the way. That one is good. Dernbach now with 11 points in the game. 6:40 here to go in this one. 5-point lead here for the Cardinals. Schober looking for Williams into the corner there to Rebholz. Bounces it back to Williams. Williams showing some nice handle work down into Rebholz, and Rebholz there to finish things off here. So 9 points in the game now for Crew. Back up 7 now here with 6:15 here to go in this one. Emmett Stiles, a step back 3. Emmett Stiles, his second triple. He's got 6 now tonight. So 4-point lead here. Jaden Garski set to check back in here for the Cardinals. Rebholz, he'll go on baseline. Leaves that one a little short, gets his own rebound. Working through some traffic down there is Crew Rebholz. He's got 11 in the game now. Back up 6 here for Pacelli. Hudkowski going up with it. Pretty nice little take there by Cole, but unable to leave that one. Left that one a little short. Hegnes, the hustle points back into Hudkowski. Little jumper on the way. That one, and Schober comes out of there with a rebound. Williams, nice little step there and left that one a little short. Dernbach, 3-ball, that one left short. Flaker fighting for the rebound. Over to Rebholz. 3-ball for Rebholz, that one no good. Long rebound to Crew, he'll go up with it and leaves it a little long there. Back up to Rebholz, gets his own rebound, and Crew Rebholz doing just a little bit of everything there. Head coach John Short calling the timeout here with 4:57 to go. Jelly out front here, 52-44. We'll bring it right back here in Zaleski Sports. Brought to you tonight in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
All right, we are back. I want to give thanks here tonight to Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Or you can learn more at nicolaybank.com. Again, that's Nicolay Bank. So under 5 minutes to go in this one. Looking down low into Stiles. Stiles back up to Hagnes. Hagnes kicks it out to Tucker. Stiles, 3-ball, good if it goes, no good. Williams with a strong rebound there for the Cardinals. So Pacelli with an 8-point lead doesn't necessarily need to be in any kind of hurry, I guess you would say. One no good by Garski and rebounded by Garner. And certainly the clock will certainly come into play as we continue to get into these final 4 minutes and 15 seconds or so. Pacelli with those 7 team fouls, so the single bonus, and that one can be turned back over and back to the Cardinals again. So Pacelli doesn't necessarily need to be in any kind of hurry here with 4:10 left and an 8-point lead. Certainly high percentage looks, you have to think, on the menu here for the Cardinals in this final 3:55 here. Dernbach defending high, and Williams back over to Garski, back up to Williams. Back into Rebholz now. Rebholz. And it Stiles that one. Meet over in the back here, so that is going to Give Almond-Bancroft, again, 3:41 to go in this one, trailing by 8. Pacelli with those 17 fouls, so foul stops the clock and 1-and-1 situation. So Cole Hitkowski checks in now for Caden Hagnes. Hagnes with those 3 personal fouls. Hitkowski swings it back up to Stiles. Flaker closing in to prevent that 3, and it's certainly more than capable hitting those 3s. He's got a pair of them tonight, in fact, in the second half. And it bounces it back up to Tucker Stiles, back to Dernbach. Almond-Bancroft also looking for a high percentage shot, but that clock going to be sort of the factor for them. They're certainly by no need to rush, but necessarily they an 8-point deficit here to try to make up here. Nice little move there by Emmett Stiles. That one that was blocked by Bryce Flaker, and a foul going to be called here on the floor. I want to give thanks here tonight to Stevens Point Orthopedics. They are proud to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes this summer. You can call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. That's 715-344-0701. And actually, that's this winter. I'm getting way too far ahead of myself thinking summer here. Plenty of winter, spring, and summer left here. So Williams, far side, defended there by Tucker Stiles. Back up to Garski. Max Nelson and Pacelli, they're going to certainly try to work as much clock as possible. And Williams, 3-ball corner, that one no good. Tucker Stiles comes down with a rebound. Williams is going to draw the foul. Team foul number 8, Tucker Stiles will shoot the 1-and-1 now. And a timeout here called by head coach Werner Gross. We'll bring it right back here, 52-44. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoffavor Real Estate Group.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
All right, we are back here, 2:16 here to go in this one here. Tucker Stiles will shoot the 1+1 here for the Eagles. They trail here by 8. That one is up, and that one is good for Tucker. He's got 4 points in the contest now. Lead 7 here as that clock stopped. So again, clock stoppage will be the key here for the Eagles. Emmett Stiles back over to Davis. Dernbach thought about it momentarily there. Good close out there by the Cardinals. So back up to Stiles into Hitkowski. Dernbach over to Tucker Stiles. Emmett Stiles, 3-ball that one. In and out and rebounded by Williams. Now we're under 2 minutes to go in this one. Williams goes in with it and reach in there for Emmett Stiles. Going to be his first personal. Beg your pardon, that's his second. So team foul number 5 here for the Eagles. Nelson inbounding it here, gets it over to Flaker. Flaker back up to Williams. Near side here, back Nelson to Williams. So And Pacelli looking to try to grind that clock down as much as possible. The Flaker, Rebholz, 3-ball. That one, no good. Emmett Stiles with a rebound out to Dernbach, and he is unable to hang on to that one. Good defense there by Rebholz there in transition. That 6'4" length, able to kind of disrupt the play there. A timeout going to be called here by Coach John Shirk. We'll bring up things right back here, listening to and watching high school boys action here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you in part from the Hoff-Faber Real Estate Group.
Mega Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Mega Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at Mega Custom.
All right, we are back here, minute 22 here to go. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining here. Pacelli clinging to that 7-point lead here. You have to think Almond-Bancroft most likely at that point, probably, if you don't get the foul right away, you're going to get, or the steal right away, I should say, going for the foul to stop the clock, and they will do just that. It's going to go against Stiles here, so one more and they'll be in the, Cardinals would be in that single bonus here. So Nelson in the backcourt with Garski, and across the timeline into the front court, and they're going to get Dernbach on that one. So Davis' second personal now. So 17 fouls, so both teams in the single bonus. Jake Williams, that one rattles in. A little bit of a shooter's roll on that one. 16 in the game now for Jake. Second one on the way, that one is good as well here. So 17 points here now for Jake Williams, a 9-point advantage here for the Cardinals. Hidkowski into the front court. Defended up high by Garski. Looking, swings it over. The Garner 3-ball. That one's going to miss short. Crew Rebholz with a strong rebound up to Flaker, and Dernbach trying for the foul there to try to stop the clock. And they don't call it, but Hidkowski. So we're under 50 seconds to go. Stolen away by Williams. Gives it up to Max Nelson, unable to finish down low, and it is going to go back to the Eagles here. So 41.5 showing on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here. At this juncture, you have to think Almond-Bancroft almost certainly looking just about exclusively 3-ball here. Emmett Stiles back over to Hidkowski, back over to Tucker Stiles. Step back 3 on the way, that one no good. Williams comes out of there with a rebound, and Garner going to be called for the foul. The clock will stop here with 20.6. And Williams for the 1 plus the bonus here coming up for Jake. Williams, that one is good. Williams second on the way. And that one is good as well. So Pacelli now with an 11-point lead. Hidkowski drives in right, goes up with it. Hidkowski scores it for the Eagles here, and the timeout going to be called. 11.6. I think we'll keep things right here just for the sake of this final 11.6 seconds here. We'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show here. We'll, well, I guess 9-point lead, you would, I mean, very, about 98% safe, one would think, but stranger things have happened. But either way, we'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show as Cardinals looking to try to stay perfect here in conference play. And they are 7-0 in conference. But two pretty big conference games coming up next Monday and Thursday. Again, with that home and away series with the Penguins of Tri-County. So Williams will inbound it here with 11.6 to go. Gets it into Rebholz into the backcourt, up to Williams. Williams, and he's going to draw the foul. Tucker Stiles going to be called for it. So Williams will go to the line for the 1 plus the bonus. Williams, front end of the 1-and-1. That one is no good. Boarded by Garner. And Williams, the clock will stop here with 3.3. I think it's probably safe to say now this one looks to be in hand for the Cardinals here. Kowski goes in with it. He'll take it. That one is no good, they'll say. So 56-47, our final here tonight. We'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. Hopefully get a few words here with head coach John Shirk and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player or two. Sometimes we have two of them. Again, you have been listening to and watching high school boys basketball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from our friends over at the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group. Will have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show in just a few moments.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Mega Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meta Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at metacustom.com.
I referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile. Call us to set up your free consultation
team
today.
Members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible.
All right, we are back here live here with head coach John Shirk here. First of all, congratulations, Coach. You guys remain unbeaten in conference play. You get a very well-earned victory here tonight on your home floor. And Hoya's Youth Night. Talk about a game like tonight, Coach.
Well, the atmosphere was great. I mean, the gym was pretty well, we'll say cold packed, you know, with a lot of fans, it got loud. You know, we had a lot of fun, and it was good for the boys to perform as well as they did tonight in front of a large crowd. So it was good to have get the youth excited about our program, to see, you know, a good direction that we're going into. But, you know, you got to give credit to AB as in they got better. They've improved throughout the year. The coach, you know, Coach Warren's doing a great job with them, and so you give them credit for that. But on our end, you know, we're still why we're first in conference. We have some good skilled athletes. We had a good program we've been building for a while, and we're sustaining a solid, you know, atmosphere to keep getting better. So. Yeah,
you guys are kind of seeing the fruits of some of your labor here as you get into this final month of ball before you start getting into postseason. But you know, very importantly though, Coach, you have two pretty big games next week. You have a home and away series here with Tri-County. I know you guys have a few games ahead of them, but you know, that's a pretty good team over there.
It is, yeah, they are. They've had a lot of experience. They've been playing for a few years already, that group has, and they are a good team, and they're going to want it just as bad as us. We do have a lead, but you know, that can dwindle in no time. We have 2 games against them. You know, so we're going to do our best to go out, and luckily we have them at home first, hoping that helps kind of set the tone, set our confidence, and then we'll hit the road and see if we can continue it. But tonight, Jaden brought you Jaden. The last 2 games, he's been the floor general. I mean, he's controlling the pace for us. He's coming up with big plays. He's just setting the tone of what the pace of the game is on the floor. And Jake's offense is exploding. He's really starting to get hot. He's seeing the floor well. He's getting exciting to watch. So.
Yeah, I mean, these guys just both, you know, and really everybody, but, you know, especially these 2 young men here just look so comfortable, certainly as we've seen the season progressed, starting to get into that rhythm a little bit. Not that they weren't before, but you're really starting to see that evolution here. Coach, anything more before we get it over to both Jaden and Jake here?
No, thanks for coming out, and I appreciate the fans for supporting us. Again, home game Monday, so let's pack the gym.
I'll be here again on Monday, Coach.
All right, thank you.
We got to give you that fist bump. That's head coach John Shirk here. We will get it. We have a pair of Zaleski Sports Highlight House players tonight. Jake, we saw you just a couple nights ago, I think, but good to see you back here. We'll start here with Jaden. Jaden, as Coach mentioned, you're certainly one of the floor generals. You got hot. You had those 3 triples kind of in that short period of time. And really, I think that kind of sort of set the tide as you guys got further into the second half. Talk about a game like this, because again, as Coach mentioned, a very good crowd on hand. You got youth night. You can kind of sense the excitement in the air, Jaden.
Yeah, I mean, once you get hot, you get a little bit of a run. The crowd gets into it. It's a great feeling.
It really is, Jaden. And again, you have that confidence. And as I mentioned, you're really starting to see this team mesh, I think, a little bit more. You guys have, it's hard to believe, we're already into the first week in February. Jaden, any more thoughts you have before we get it over to Jake here?
No.
Nothing, okay. All right. Well, don't go too far. We'll get you in the house here after we talk to Jake. Jake, no stranger here to Zaleski Sports Highlight House player. You're just such a great all-around player. I mean, you had another nice night tonight here, close to 20 points again. You had that monster night in Rosholt. And again, as Coach said, you're looking so comfortable out there. Thoughts?
I think we're all, as a team, we're just getting used to just playing at the varsity level, because I've said it before, I was the only varsity returner, but like Jaden, Bryce, all the starters, they're all getting more comfortable with the game, and you can really see it, especially tonight.
Yeah, you could, and I think you could kind of see that you guys sort of thrive on that energy, and it's good to have that buzz, the Friday night games here with the youth and everything. But again, it's back to business next week. I mean, 2 tough games against Tri-County. Additional thoughts that you have, Jake, for that next week coming up?
Just got to stay focused, play as a team, and if the shooters get hot, it'll be not much of a game, I'll tell you that.
All right. Okay, well, we are going to get you guys counted down into our Zaleski Sports Highlight House. We'll start with you, Jake. I'll count you down. I'll give you the mic and have you say you're in the house and your name here. So we'll go 3, 2, and 1.
I'm Jake Williams, and I'm in the house.
Jaden, we got to get you in the house, too. We'll go 3, 2, 1.
I'm Jaden Garski, and I'm in the house.
All right, fist bump, guys. Nice game, guys. Appreciate it. That's both Jake Williams here and Jaden Garski, the juniors here. Our Zaleski Sports Highlight House, co-Highlight House players here tonight. Going to run through again the scoring here, statistically here, 56-47, your final score here tonight. So Pacelli 2-0 on the conference season against Almond-Bancroft. They will move to 8-0 in conference play. They will move to 8-12 overall. As we mentioned, they'll be back in action, a home and away series next Thursday. And I think I'm on the call for both of those next week, so I'm pretty excited about that, and Angelica too. But let's go through the scoring here first for the Eagles of Almond-Bancroft. They get 16 points tonight for Carson Garner, 11 points for Davis Dernbach. And then you get 8 points for Cole Hudkowski, 6 points tonight for Emmett Stiles, 4 points for Tucker Stiles, and then 2 points for Caden Hagness. So the 47 team points. Switching it over to the Cardinals here, they were led tonight in scoring. Jacob Williams with 19 points to lead all scorers. 13 points tonight for the sophomore Crew Rebholes. 11 points here as we talk to Jaden Garski. And then you get 5 points apiece for both Sully Schober and Bryce Flaker. 2 points for both Max Nelson and Nolan Reimer. Again, Pacelli improves to 8-0 in conference play. Angelica on our production doing a great job as always. Brandon Barroncut on the production of this, or on the call here tonight. From everybody at Zaleski Sports, have yourselves a very good Friday and weekend, everyone.